Welcome to episode 12 of Chief Chat. I'm Matt Vincent, your Chief Executive. Well, after getting the Freedom Festival and the 4th of July out of the way, we kick off in earnest our big festival summer with the 5th annual Montana Folk Festival. Things are going to get rolling at 7 o'clock with some bluegrass up at the original main stage, and you can pick up these all over town in the uptown area, so you can keep track of all of the different venues and the schedules of performers at all of these. Starts again I'll be kicking it off with event sponsors at 6:45 at the original Mine Yard on Friday night, and it will run through Sunday evening. So come out and join us. If you haven't been out and you're from Butte, boy, there's just no excuse for that. And if you haven't come to Butte from one of our neighboring areas, we would strongly encourage you to come have one heck of a time on our folks at Main Street, Uptown Butte, Dennis and Phyllis Washington Foundation, Atlantic Richfield Corporation, Northwestern Energy, and a slew of other fine foundations that make this possible for us under the tutelage of Main Street, Uptown Butte. So this is it. We kick it off where we get tens of thousands of visitors to celebrate with us, and then we take a week off. And next week we'll be back with Evil Knievel Days, and we'll talk about some of what we've got planned for that when we get a little closer to the event. So come visit us. Back to business. We are still in the midst of our budget. Today is July 8th. We are going to have our budget survey for citizens up on our website, and we'll be allowing individuals to come up to my office here at the courthouse on Granite Street to fill one out in person, or you can call up to my office and we'll mail one out to you as soon as possible, because we're going to close the survey a week from today, close the business. That'll be the 15th of July. We've gotten a little over 225 responses so far from the citizens, which is pretty good, but not significant when you're considering the fact that we've got a population of 35,000 people here in Butte-Silver. So if you haven't done it yet, get online and take it. It's a 10-question survey. Granted, a couple of the questions have multiple different parts to it, but nothing that you can't get done in 10 minutes or less, and it does help inform us as your government employees understand what the services are that you want us to prioritize. So again, that is going to be up and online for another week, and we'll also begin having some public forums next week, and I'll please pay attention to our website and the newspaper. And next week, Chief Chat, I'll be telling you when and where those public meetings will be. Excuse me. Also, summertime is the time to get outside and enjoy the sunshine. Our Parks and Recreation Department is continuing its backed by popular demand playground tour, where every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we have our Parks and Rec crew, as well as some volunteers at some of our major parks, with a variety of games and activities for kids to get involved in. We are going to be down at Father Sheehan tomorrow, Thursday, from 1 o'clock until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and that'll be it for this week. Next week, we are looking at being down in the original Mine Yard. We'll be at the original Mine Yard on Tuesday, July 14th, again from 1 o'clock until 3 o'clock. Wednesday we'll be at Stodden Park on July 15th, and next Thursday we'll be at McGruff Park, July 16th. So come out and bring your kids if you're looking for something to do. We've got a great network of parks and recreation activities for our kids and families to enjoy, and this is our way to kind of showcase how you can enjoy the parks with your family. And finally, I guess in response to our fire chief's request to the Council of Commissioners to pass the emergency ban on fireworks in town. Chief Miller wanted to thank the community for what, granted we didn't have 100% compliance, but we did have generally good compliance with what wasn't a very popular ban. But we thank you, our citizens, for understanding the severity of the situation. I think you're seeing why it had to happen. A lot of neighboring cities and across Montana did similar items, and in places where these things didn't take place, you know, look at Wenatchee, Washington, look at Bayview, Idaho. These are the conditions that we're faced with, and I think that while it wasn't a popular thing to do, our Council of Commissioners did the right thing in supporting Chief Miller and his request. And so tomorrow in the newspaper, he has an open letter of thanks to the community, but given that everybody doesn't receive the newspaper, it'll also be on our website, but I'll read it quickly here too. Dear Butte-Silver citizens, on behalf of the Butte-Silver local government, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our community for their compliance with the recent emergency fireworks prohibition. As you know, we made the decision only after careful consideration of the conditions, current and forecasted weather, and it was not made lightly. While I understand that many of you disagreed with the decision, my observation was that most families complied with the ordinance and chose to do other activities and watch the Big Butte display. It has never been, nor will ever be, our intent to infringe on the rights of the public, except when we feel it is necessary to keep our communities safe. Anyone who has ever experienced an injury or property loss due to fire knows how devastating that experience can be. Even with the restriction in place, the fire department responded to 10 vegetation fires during the 3-day weekend. While not all of these fires can be traced directly to fireworks, I believe the majority were caused by their use. The spot fires on Big Butte following the Big Butte display were indicative of the conditions present. Thank you, Town Pump, once again for sponsoring that outstanding display. I believe there would have been many more fires had we not imposed these restrictions. The Butte-Silver Fire Department will continue to do what is necessary to keep our community safe. If you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to contact my office. Sincerely, Jeffrey L. Miller, Director of Fire Services. And if anybody does want to contact Chief Miller, his office number is 497-6483. So until next week, I'm your Chief Executive. Hope to see you out at the Folk Festival this weekend. This will conclude our 12th episode of Chief Chat. Thank you.